What are the differences between a Chapter 7 and Chapter 13 bankruptcy? One of the most common questions we get really is just what are the differences between the types of bankruptcy. In a nutshell, a Chapter 7 looks at your assets, what property do you have that you can protect or that might be available to pay creditors. The Chapter 7 also looks at your income and expenses. Do you qualify for a Chapter 7? In other words, are you making too much money that it would be an abuse for you to be in a Chapter 7 and get the relief that you can get from a Chapter 7? In a Chapter 7, you're not making payments to the court. In a Chapter 7, typically there are no assets that are distributed to creditors. Now, again, the court will look at your property and the assets that you have and decide if you can keep all of those based on the exemptions or protections that state law provides. But if you can protect or exempt all your property, then no assets are distributed to creditors, and the process moves fairly quickly, about 6 months or so from start to finish of the bankruptcy case itself. In a Chapter 13, you're in a repayment plan with the court, and you may pay all or just a small portion of the creditors back in that Chapter 13. In the Chapter 13, you're making payments to a trustee who distributes those payments to the creditors, and those payments may last anywhere from 3 to 5 years. So a Chapter 13 is very helpful because you're holding on to all your property, you don't lose any property, and there's no risk of loss of property in most all cases. There can be some exceptions, but generally there's no risk of loss, but you're making payments back to the creditors instead of giving up your property like you might have to do in a Chapter 7.